How to know if a person is getting bored of you. If you want to know whether or not someone is becoming bored of you or your company, chances are, you already have your suspicions. Perhaps no one laughs at your jokes, or maybe you heard that you are being called boring behind your back. You need to confirm your suspicions. Part 1: Recognizing boredom of others. 1. Look for repetition during your interactions with others. If you keep getting the same answers or comments, such as yeah, or a disinterested, really, right, chances are the person you are talking to finds you, or your topic of conversation, boring. 2. Watch out for simple questions. A person who is bored might simply respond with 1 or 2 word questions such as when or for what. An interested person who isn't finding you boring will ask you more complicated questions, such as, when did that happen, or was it a good experience? And will normally ask for more details. 3. Identify curiosity. If you are being asked more and more questions, then the person you are talking to is probably really interested in your conversation. If they are not, they won't ask many questions at all. 4. Be aware of being interrupted. Do you get interrupted when you are talking? Do people try to change the subject when you're in conversation with them? Do people talk over you and appear not to be really listening to you? For example, Wiki, last night I watched that show, it was really cool, and Wiki, too, but listen. Wiki, and those peoples were dancing. Wiki, too, okay, so. 5. When people are not bored by another person or conversation, they listen to your opinion and add their own opinions. Bored people will not express an opinion on what you are saying and may try to change the subject and offer their opinions on unrelated subjects. 6. Look for sudden changes in topic. If a person is changing the topic, like if you are talking about your pet, and the person suddenly asks a question like, did you saw Jackson's performance? Then, could be they are getting bored with you or your conversation. 7. Look at their body position and general body language. People with a good connection generally turn to face each other. A person who is partially turned away isn't fully embracing the conversation. 8. Check out the other person's eyes. Are they making less eye contact? 9. Watch out for their responses. If they make quick response, maybe after 5 seconds, then the person isn't getting bored, but if the person takes longer, then she might be getting bored. Part 2: Avoiding some common mistakes. 1. Make your life interesting. Remember, though, not everyone finds everything interesting. Hopefully you have developed some passions in your life that others will find interesting. Figure out your passion or explore something new. 2. Don't think too much what to say next. Thinking twice is a good habit, but try not to think too much. Just think twice. It's okay to just say what you first think of sometimes. Ideally, think twice, make sure what you're going to say makes sense, and say it. Try not to stand there thinking of 20 different ways to say something before you say it, especially if all you were planning on saying was, we have to do this, right? So, the point is, try more to say what comes to mind first in conversations. This leads to more energetic and spontaneous chats. 3. Do something nice for someone from time to time. Be happy. Laugh sometimes. If you pride yourself on your ability to be realistic, don't get your hopes up, view life as it's nothing to be proud of. 4. Don't be too good. Tease people, joke, and be cool. Often shy and socially insecure people try to be perfect socially, so no one has a reason to criticize them. Some people could find this boring. 5. Let people know who you are. Don't talk too much. Listening should be there too. In short, talk and listen. Do both equally, or, some people believe the reason why we have one mouth and two ears is so we talk half as much as we listen. 6. Have eye contact. Don't look down and talk to your boots. If you lack good eye contact, people assume you aren't really interested in the interaction. 7. Be real. Being interesting is what being real is. Our unrealistic beliefs about ourselves cause us to create meanings that aren't true. In other words, you believe you are boring, so your mind finds evidence of this even when it doesn't exist. 8. Recognize that sometimes the person you are speaking to may not find you boring at all. They may just be really struggling to understand you and being a little lazy about making any effort to get you to clarify what you are saying. 9. Refrain from building one conversation into a generalization. Don't believe that a person who finds one conversation with you a little on the dull side thinks that you yourself are a boring person. Tips. A 2009 study concluded that people who report that their lives are boring are more likely to die younger than those who find their lives interesting. They might yawn too. Warnings. These steps are meant to help you know when someone finds you boring, not stop you being a boring person.